easy to laugh. Those who laugh can live survive under the sun. I can't put my finger on it. Easy green, easy red, easy to laugh or easy dead. I can't put my finger on it. Stays with the nails of the days in the past. I can't put my finger on it.
Ween are an American rock band initially from Pennsylvania. They were formed in 1982 by two guys going by the names Gene Ween and Dean Ween. Now they have got some other members as well. They're known for being somewhat unusual and for covering a wide range of styles. They claim to be sprouted from the demon god Boogness, and they're deliberately somewhat controversial. They have released 10 studio albums. Hi, my name's Dan. So this was the fourth album by Ween. It's my first encounter with them, and I don't normally comment on the album art, but the album art in this case is kind of borderline as to whether I would show it or not. I think technically it doesn't have any naughty bits on show, so yeah, I'm going to let it pass. I tend to try and be quite careful on the channel. Back to their album. This is the first album of theirs to be recorded in a professional studio. It's 16 tracks long, and it does not stay still stylistically. It's got many different styles in it, many songs that I couldn't even identify a particular style that they're in, from kind of lo-fi grungy stuff to Prince-like funk to Mexican-inspired to floaty, almost space rock of A Tear for Eddie, which is one of my favourite tracks. There's too many more to actually list, and there's really too many different styles for me to be able to give the idea of what the album's like from just two clips, one at the start and one at the end of the review. So if you're at all curious, I suggest you have a listen yourself. Sometimes there's drums, sometimes there's drum machines, sometimes there's guitar. It's basically a whole load of different mix of different instruments. And the songs about all sorts of things, but often about bizarre situations like Mr. Would You Please Help My Pony? Light-hearted songs about serious subjects like spinal meningitis and the HIV song. Some of the songs are clearly satirical. So in my reading about them, I have seen that they're being compared to Frank Zappa, and although they reject this, I can see why that people have put that comparison in. Is because of the nature of their sense of humour. Now, I am not an expert on these things. I have heard this mentioned, referred to as a Dadaist sense of humour, which in this case is particularly about writing stuff about mundane things, but in a slightly satirical and humorous way. So this is what I feel like they're doing. They sometimes with albums, I have a criticism that if they're too diverse, they don't hold together as an album. This, I think I wouldn't claim that, because they've pushed that diversity so far that it actually becomes the thing that holds it together. So, yeah, I think that was a decent call on their behalf. They're definitely versatile in what they do. And I'm coming to the point where I have to say whether I like it or not. And my issue is that there are some tracks that I really do like. So I like A Tear for Eddie, which is instrumental as it happens. I like the Buenas Tardes Amigo, which is the kind of Mexican one that they've got. And I like a few of the others. Some of them were, I would say, kind of okay, middling, and there was some that I was just a bit less keen on. And I think this is the danger of having something that is this diverse, is that people will tend to have this kind of mixed reaction that I've got. So I have a mixed reaction, but as always, I'd like to know what your reaction is to this album. So if you know it, please let me know by leaving a comment. If you don't know it, why not have a listen? And then let me know what you think by leaving a comment. Because comments are great. That's it from me for now.
Buenos tardes, amigo. Hola, my good friend. Cinco de Mayo's on Tuesday.